Alright, Rodent's Vengeance for PC and Mac. Let's go to the Rodent's Vengeance website and download. So we go to the download page. Note that here we have instructions for installing the JRE, the Java Runtime Environment. Rodent's Vengeance is written in Java. Let's download the traditional version and save rodenttraditional.jar. Alright, the game has been downloaded and I've moved it to the desktop. Let's double click on it and start the game. The runtime environment, Java Runtime Environment, has already been installed on the system. It's a Windows 8.1 system. So the game comes up. We can go in and determine what the revision is for the game. This is revision 2.54, the latest version currently. Notice also there's an email contact available if you have questions or comments or suggestions, and a Twitter link so you can keep track of the latest revision. You can also get help for the game, an overview. We then have a means of starting the game. There are notes on how to use the keyboard. There are several keyboard sets that can be used for controlling the game. And there's also now mouse control of the game Rodent. And of course there's a description of the menu items for the game itself. The game can be used on all systems irrespective of their video graphics resolution. If the game pieces are too small, if the game board is too small, you can actually go in, change game piece size, and you can actually double the size of the game board. Not necessarily on this system, but on some high resolution systems it may be necessary. Let's change it back. We have other means of customizing the game. We can set the cat smarts, yarnball activity. We'll see the importance of that later on. Game board size. There's a level 5 mode and a level repeat. If you like level 3, for example, you can actually repeatedly play level 3 each time you complete the level. For game board size, let's go to a 2x wide, for example, to illustrate. And let's go to options, select a level. This is the level that you'll start playing at, basically. We'll select level 5. That's one of the more challenging levels. And as you can see, we have a more interesting game than the standard size game board. Note that when the game comes up and is ready to play, you can then either press the F3 key, or you can go into game and do a pause, unpause, and then you're playing. So in addition to keyboard, there's now mouse controls, so we can actually click and the mouse attempts to go to the location specified. You see a yarn ball coming out. You have to be careful of the yarn balls. They'll come after the rodent, and he may lose a life. So you can see that the rodent will move by setting a crumb, and then moving to it, or it can do single tap moves, as if when it needs to move a bush to a particular location. And if it needs to get away from the cats, it can do so rapidly. Makes the game a little bit more fun, because the cats can be pretty aggressive sometimes. So let's go pause the game. So there are various features that the game has now. Under options, of course, we can determine the level we want to start at. We can set the rate of speed for the cats. They can go faster or slower, depending upon your preference. For the game itself, we can either press F2 or click the new game to start a new game. Pause on pause. We can check the high scores, current for today, and then Hall of Fame, depending upon past games. We can also save a game and load a game. So let's say we're interested in the game that we have right here. This is a double wide game. Let's do game, save. And you can have multiple games saved for later study. Let's call this game 1, for example. It's a rodent file. We save it. And we can now continue play if we want to. And if we were to get away, that cat's getting pretty aggressive. Let's see what we can do with this. So to win level 5, you need to build basically containers. And you then would draw the cats into the containers. The cats will go in the direction of the rodent, basically. You have to have a strategy to win at the higher levels, level 3, level 5, for example. If you don't, you're not going to make it. Trust me on that. As you can see, there's easy control using the mouse. Okay, let's do a options. Let's customize. Let's go back to a standard size board, just standard. Okay, it starts a new game basically. Game, pause, unpause. So this is the standard size board, the same size board as the original Rodent's Revenge game. That was a part of the Microsoft Game Pack. Now we saved a game. Let's do a game. First of all, let's pause. Let's do a game, load. Now we saved a game. Let's see how that works for when we restore the game. So we do a load game. Okay, we tried to save rather than do a game load game 1. Okay. Notice that it goes back to the full size that it was when it was saved. Okay. So then, if you have an interesting game and you want to try different variations for it, you can restart. I'll just press F3. And we have a rather aggressive cat, so we're going to and so you continue the game basically. And then we just do a pause. So you can see that the Rodent's Vengeance game has some advantages over the older Rodent's Revenge game. You have different board sizes. You can change the game piece size, and you can save and restore your games later on. In addition, notice that we have yarnball activity. Sometimes the yarnballs make the game a little more challenging than you want. In that case, you can actually go into the customize yarnball activity, and you can either speed up the yarnballs or you can disable them. More yarn balls, less yarn balls, and disabled basically. So that's pretty much a description of the Rodent's Vengeance game for PC and Mac. It'll run on a variety of operating systems, any operating system basically that has the Java Runtime Environment. That's it for now. Hope you enjoyed the description.